Yeah, how's it going, guys? Aaron with Hawaii Music Supply. Today we're taking a look at, we're going to go over something that I get asked about a lot, and this is ukulele scales. One of the things that people want to know is how to make a move, and if you've gone over the video where we did the chord shapes, the Can't Always Go Fishing Daytime, then this will be easy to follow. If not, I would definitely recommend watching that video first. One of the things that I like to look at when I'm trying to find positioning on the ukulele is where the root is, and if you can find those chords and see how they line up like this, these scales are going to work the same way. If you haven't gone over that video, then definitely go over that one before we go into this. This is a intermediate to advanced level lesson, so if you're a beginner, you can try to follow along. If not, check out the other videos first. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is, like we've referenced the Can't Always Go Fishing Daytime, we're going to use that same acronym. So the C shape is what we're looking at first, and for you guys, we have it downloadable on PDF at theukulelesite.com, and check out the tab section there, and I've got it down all printed up for you, as well as how it references to a C major scale, how you'd find these shapes. So the first thing we're going to look at is the C shape. We're starting with a real three per string, and sometimes two, whatever links it to here. So we're going to look at the open position first. So if you're looking at playing an open C, the scale to this would be just like this, right? So we've got that on the paper, and what that was, you know, on the top string we've got open, 2, 4, right? Next one, open, 2, open, 1, 3, open, 2, 3. So if we got, okay, that would be your open position. Now we can move this shape around, right? We can play the same thing here. If we're looking at this C shape chord, the scale would be right, but a lot of times when you're playing, you want to look at like a positioning thing. So what I'll do is I'll move one of these notes, that note there, I'll move it down here to this shape. So we've got, in the movable shape, because we couldn't do it back here, that's the lowest note we had, right? But when you move it and you're up here, you've got that shape. You can go there instead of having to come back up to here for it, right? So that would be for the C shape here, right? Right, so that's your C. So if you're looking at where it applies in the C major scale, that would be this first shape here. So we wouldn't be able to play the movable shape because this note is the lowest as you can get on that string. So we'd have to go here to get it. I'm playing with the low G, by the way. For you guys with the high G, you can still play exactly what I'm playing, but it's going to sound an octave higher here, and it'll work out just the same though. The notes don't change, so you'll still be able to use the notes, but keep in mind it won't be at this octave that I'm playing it at if you have a high G. So the next shape we're going to look at is the A shape, right? In the open position, when we play an A, what we're looking at is we have a problem that we can't go further back than any of these open notes. So we have to play it forward in the positioning, and that's why we have the movable shapes. So the first open position shape we're looking at is here. The open position A is actually going to start on this G sharp, right? So we're here, first fret, second fret, fourth fret. Next one's going to be first fret, second fret, then we go open, second fret, fourth fret, open, second fret, fourth fret. So what we have is and that's our A positioning. Now, as we move up, when we see this shape, there's an easier way to look at it than that, because that's going like this, right? Because if I see my shape here, I'd have to look back. Right, so, and I'd kind of be behind with my chord shape. I'd be behind the scale shape. So if we wanted to put that into perspective and be where this is, the easier way to do it would be to start on this note here. So if this is my reference chord, and we're on the 5th fret for the reference chord, or you know what, let's do it over here where it would be on the C scale. We're in the A position of the C scale, and we're gonna go here. So that's 5, 3, 2, 5 on the next string, 3, and then we have the 5, 4, 2, and then we go 5, 4, 2 again. So okay, so that's our A shape position. So what we have so far is we're playing the C in the open position because we can't use the movable. That doesn't go down further. There's my C. My A shape here, I'm going to use this positioning. Okay, so the next shape would be the G shape, right? So let's go back to the open position and find the G shape. So when we play a G scale, we're kind of like forced to play it forward of it again. So this note here is kind of like same as the open, right? So I can go like that. Right? So that would be 3, 2, open, 3, 2, open, 2, open, 4, 2, open. Right? So if you play in an open position, that's real comfortable. A lot of guys play that position. But when you're up here, you don't want to be messing around with going further up than you have to. So what I do is I go backwards from it. So in our G position, we're here on the 5th fret now, right? So I'm going to take my pinky and go with 8, 7, 5, 8, 7, 5, 7, 5, 4, 7, 5, 4. So. So we got that right there, right? You guys can follow along with that. And again, there are the printouts available on the ukulele site. So we're going to move on to the F shape. In the open position, the F shape, we start off open, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, open, 2nd fret, open, 1st fret, 3rd fret, open, 1st fret, 3rd fret. So but when we move it up, let's go to our position here. We'll be at the 7th fret positioning. We're going to go backwards from here, so we'll start at 10. And then we'll go down 10. And this is 8, 7, 10, 8, 7. Then we're going to come here and go 9, 7, 5, 9, 7, 5. Right, so okay, so if you can follow up to there, you see how it's linking up with the same Can't Always Go Fishing Daytime shape map, right? So like if I wanted to play in the key of G, I'd take my G or my F shape and I could play my F shape from here. Right? And that would be the F shape. So you kind of get the idea of how this is being put together. The last shape we're going to look at is the D shape. And in the open position, the D shape can be a little bit odd, only because we can't go further back this way. Once we get to where it's going to be up here. I'll show you guys the easiest way to look at it. But let's look at the open position first. Starting down here, we have our D shape. Right, so we're going to start here. Open, 2, 4, 1, 2, open, 2, 3, open, 2, 4. And that's your positioning for that, for the D shape, right? So you can kind of get that. And that'll give you that D shape there. But when we move it up, we can see the usefulness of the shape, which is that it's easy to remember. We'll start here. So what that is 12, 10, 13, 12, 10, 12, 11, 9, and then we have 12, 10, 9. So if we put it all together, what we've basically done is outline that whole scale up and down the neck. And if you use them positionally the same way you use the C, A, G, F, D, then you can find your scale for the whole neck. So let's look at C major and the whole neck now. So we're going to take our C position, because we don't have the movable, we got to use it down here, right? A shape, right? We have, right? So G shape. We have our F shape. Right, so there's the F. And then D. Okay, and then if we wanted to go for the C shape in the movable, what we're going to do is go here. So it'll be 15, 14, 12, 15, 13, 12, and what is this? 14, 12, 11, and then 14, 12, and then 10. So all that is. And then there you have it. It's your whole scale lined up. So we even did get the open, the movable position C. The movable position C all the way up here. But that's because I got a longer neck. If you guys can't reach all the way up the neck, then you can just play the open position down there for C. Keep in mind though, if you're going to be playing in G or something, the C shape will be somewhere on here. It'll be a lot easier to work with the movable shape than the open shape. But that's this week's lesson. I hope I didn't confuse too many people. The pictures are online. Check it out. You guys got any questions, shoot them over to Andrew. He'll answer them for you. Aloha. The mango in the tree?